What's up, everybody, and welcome to my NXT review. The Fallout show from NXT TakeOver 30 last Saturday. Obviously, NXT on their own tonight again. No two shows this week, so NXT TakeOver Wednesday again. And pretty much as you know, they showed highlights from last Saturday and everything from TakeOver. We kick it off with Killer Kross. I'm sorry, not trying to say Killer as usual, but just Kross and Scarlett Bordeaux as they came out. Kross had a sling on his arm. And like I said, Scarlett was with him. He had the NXT title. Obviously, if you do not know, that Kross had suffered a shoulder injury. I didn't get a chance to say that on Saturday because I didn't know at the time. But, you know, he went over MRI, and even my friend Steven had brought this to me on Saturday because I didn't know he was hurt. That's probably may have been because of the abrupt finish from TakeOver. But then again, I heard he got the injury way like in the beginning of that match on Saturday at TakeOver. But I remember him telling me in that, I think it may be a torn rotator cuff. I don't know, but obviously the MRI is pretty much going to put him out for a while. Like I said, he had a sling on his arm and pretty much talked about, he told everyone he would become NXT champion and that he warned everybody about the suffering that would happen to get to this championship, and that he ripped the title away from Keith Lee's carcass, from flesh from bone, and that, you know, they noticed that there are casualties in war, and that's on all sides when war happens. And pretty much he talked about what happened with his shoulder, but he said he likes pain, it gives him life. And you know, he said he is a realist though, and he won't be able to defend this NXT championship in this condition he's in right now. So, you know, on his path there are obstacles, but for Kross, obstacles are the path. So he basically put down the NXT title, which in other words, he relinquished it, and he left the hourglass there by the title belt, saying that Doomsday is still coming and that everyone will pay the toll. But for now, tick-tock. So obviously, Kross will have to go away for a while. It is unfortunate to what happened, because I think it is crazy that we called up one guy up to the main roster, and now the guy that won the title is hurt and will be gone for God knows whatever time. It could be soon, it could be longer. That's on the severity of the injury, so we don't know when Kross will be back. Hopefully he is back soon, but I don't know. I'm just taking a guess. And you know, the way they have pushed him, basically, like I've said it ever since he got to the company, they have pushed him a rocket ship up on him. Okay, they have put a rocket ship as soon as he got to the company. Obviously, everybody was high on him in the back. Like I said, I already discussed my thoughts on the whole NXT title thing and what I thought about it. Like I said, from last Saturday, I would have liked to see a rematch between him and Keith Lee, but like I said, Keith Lee was called up to the main roster, and now Kross had to give up the title tonight, and you know, he's gonna be gone for a while. So yeah, like I said, it does suck and everything, and I wanted to see where this reign was going to go, but obviously we'll have to wait until another day until he does come back. So, you know, best wishes to Kross, and hopefully he's back and better and stronger than ever. So, moving on from that, though, tonight we had Wade Barrett on commentary with Vic Joseph and Beth Phoenix. I was surprised to hear about Wade Barrett even on commentary. I didn't even read early in the day that he was going to be there. He just showed up, and I was like, wait, Wade Barrett's back? Like, when did this happen? I swear, all these now he's on commentary, which I will say Wade Barrett on commentary isn't that bad. Yeah, I heard some of his you know, work for NWA when they brought him in after, you know, they let go of Cornette and everything. And I would say he is not bad on commentary. I would say he was enjoyable. He's not bad at all. Wade Barrett and whatnot. So it was good to hear from him. I don't know what happened to Mauro Ranallo. I know he wasn't there for TakeOver. I would have expected he would be back by Wednesday, but obviously they brought Wade Barrett in for a reason. So don't know what happened to Ranallo. Next, NXT tag titles on the line. Imperium versus Breezango. What can I say about this match? Number one, I noticed they look like they kind of lit up the stage a little bit more, so something looks different from that with NXT. But to say about this match between Breezango and Imperium, honestly, I didn't even think Breezango was winning this match. But then I kind of thought about it because, hey, I thought the match was okay. It wasn't bad or anything. It was solid, okay? Not a bad tag match. I didn't really expect Imperium to lose, but obviously, we all know that NXT UK is coming back soon. So basically, they just dropped the belts. So they're sending them back to the UK. All right, and I look at their run as the champions. Not much I could say from them. They didn't have any bad matches. Some of the matches they had were real good, but they were basically placeholder champions. Okay, that's kind of basically what they were, and it's like they were just holding the belts until someone kind of bigger would get it. Okay, and like I said, they didn't have bad matches, but they just kind of felt like they were placeholder champions and everything. And taking this L right here, they're basically going back to the UK. Like I said, with the NXT UK show coming back, they're just going to put all of Imperium back together. So, yeah, I think this was the last time we'll see them on the regular NXT show, and they will be sent back to the UK show. As for Breezango winning the titles, I don't really see them holding it this long. Obviously, I believe they are transitional champions also because they're going to lose the belts to Legado del Fantasma soon enough since they've been building those guys up so strong. I didn't even think Breezango was even going to win the belts, but since they won, I don't see them holding these titles very long. So sooner or later, they're going to lose it to Legado del Fantasma and everything. So don't expect Breezango to be the champions for a minute. Okay, I think this reign is going to end very, very soon. Damian Priest is being interviewed backstage, and talking about the party is still happening, but Timothy Thatcher pretty much says that Priest is embarrassing, and that Thatcher, he should get that title. He will show this championship some respect, and that you won't have a ladder with you this time. So how about you face me one-on-one, okay? Next, I know they had Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Regal, and Albert in the back, pretty much discussing what's going to happen with the NXT titles. I'm sure everybody's going to say Shawn Michaels still not selling that kick there. Got it real easily, I tell you. Got it really, really easily. But next, though, we got the return of Tommaso Ciampa. Ciampa's back. He hasn't been on NXT for over 2 months now. And he went against Jake Atlas, which he murdered Jake Atlas. Let me say that. He just headbutted him, stomped the crap out of him, and then hit him with the Willow's Bell DDT. But after Ciampa won, he kept beating up Atlas and pretty much putting him under the ring and pulling him up and everything. Pretty much giving him a big running knee in, catapulting him. Like I already said, catapulting him from under the ring. And then, when they put the medics put him on the stretcher, Ciampa grabbed Atlas's head and basically hit him with another Willow's Bell DDT to the ground. So Ciampa smiled. I don't know if he's heel. I'm assuming he's heel. Some say they're going to need a big heel again because now since Kross is gone, now they need him to be back. Honestly, I think when Ciampa came back, I think he would have been facing Kross for the title soon enough, but I'll get a little more to that later. But maybe he is heel. I don't know what's going on with Ciampa, so we'll see what happens. Him beating up Jake Atlas, I'm assuming that makes him heel since, Atlas is a face, but I don't know how many people really give a crap about Jake Atlas like that. So I felt this was just Ciampa being Ciampa beating the crap out of guys just to be beating the crap out of guys. So I don't know what's going to happen with Ciampa, now that he's back, but we'll see what happens. I know they had a video package for Candice LeRae talking about T and Knox, how they were friends and buddies and whatnot, how they came up and when they met. And, either Tegan goes the Gargano way or c'est la vie, as Candice LeRae said. Next, they interviewed Bronson Reed, pretty much thoughts on Timothy Thatcher trying to go for that North American title. Reed says, I beat Priest one-on-one until the next thing you know, we got Austin Theory who returned. Theory pretty much says you're not going to get a title till you're 55 or something like that. He went on to say, I will say this about Austin Theory. We have not seen Austin Theory in a while now. Honestly, Austin Theory should have never left NXT. I don't think he was ready to leave NXT. I don't think he was there long enough. That's why I was confused when they put him on Raw. I was actually okay when they put him with, Seth and Murphy and whatnot. But then all of a sudden, Theory had disappeared off TV. I think he has some allegations or something like that. Something to do with that whole speaking thing and everything. So I'm assuming he beat the case or he got everything resolved. So he's back on TV now. So I can't really say much about it. Like, hey, he's back. So I don't know unless something else comes out about him. I just remember they said he had some allegations, but obviously he's back now. So there you go. Hey, Dream's back, Theory's back. What do you want me to say from these things? Okay, so Austin Theory's back, folks. At least they put him back on NXT. Really should never been on the main roster to begin with. All right, but hey, beat the case, I guess. Mia Yim went against Shotzi Blackheart. When Mia Yim made her entrance, Stone and Aaliyah came out. Stone was talking about Mia Yim, but once again, he gets run over by a tank by Shotzi Blackheart. So, boom, there you go. The match with Mia Yim and Blackheart, though, okay match. I didn't really expect Mia Yim to lose, but Shotzi ended up hitting the senton for the win. I don't know where that's gonna go, but we'll see what happens. I guess I think Blackheart's still in a feud with Stone and Aaliyah, so we'll see what goes on from there. But really didn't expect me and him to take the L right here. William Regal came out then to talk about the NXT title. The NXT title was on a podium. He talked about how Kross has had a severe injury, so he has to relinquish the title, and he wished him best wishes on his recovery. But life moves on. And now next Tuesday, Tuesday NXT will be on. I forgot I read something about that. They were going to be on Tuesday. But yes, NXT will be on Tuesday. This will be Super Tuesday. And that there will be a fatal 4-way with 4 former NXT champions. And it will be Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, Finn Balor, and Adam Cole in a fatal 4-way 60-minute Iron Man match. Okay. Now, I got some things to say about this. It's crazy. I watched one Iron Woman match last night on Impact, and that was 30 minutes. So, let's crank it up to 60 minutes next week, folks. Honestly, this match sounds like something I've made in WWE 2K19 in the past. I think I may have. Maybe not with those particular people and whatnot. But, I know I've made a match like that somehow. But this match, obviously, it's going to be insane, especially for this Super Tuesday thing. If I had to take a bet, I'm either going with Finn or Ciampa winning the title, but I think I'm going more with Finn, obviously. Ciampa just got back, okay? And that would have been my first choice. But then when I heard Finn Balor's name in it, I was like, okay, because Cole was already champion for like over a year. Gargano, I see no chance of him getting that belt. Balor, who has just been racking up a lot of wins lately, like really big wins, so I would expect him to kind of win this championship. Like I said, Finn Balor's been on a roll, okay? Balor has put on a lot of great work ever since he came back to NXT, so I think he would be the obvious pick for getting the NXT title. And then, when you think about it, some say they could do Finn and Kross down the road because, there's a similarity into this. Because, when Finn first won the Universal title, he got hurt, and he disappeared for over a year then. He was hurt and, had to relinquish the belt for over a year. And, it's almost with Kross right now. Wins the belt, gets hurt. I don't even know if they had the same similar... Well, wow, do they have the same similar injury, I think? I think they may. I'm not really sure, but, Kross got hurt, won the title, had to give it up. And I'm not saying Kross is going to be gone for a year. I don't know how long he'll be gone for, but there is some similarities in that when you think about it. But I'm going with Finn. I really believe he's going to win the title. Like I said, the guy's just been picking up big wins lately. He's looked like a beast, so he's like probably the obvious choice in this whole thing. But I'm betting on Finn. It's either Finn or Ciampa, but my money's on Finn Balor, okay? So I think this is going to be an insane match next week, especially an Iron Man match and a Fatal 4-Way, okay? So we'll see what happens from that. Next, Cruiserweight title on the line, Santos Escobar versus Swerve. I would have liked to see this match on TakeOver. I really would have. I think the match was good. I did like the match. It wasn't a bad match. And I know Legado del Fantasma came out and interfered during this match too, but it was solid. Don't get me wrong. But the loaded mask thing, kind of anticlimactic, I'll say. I didn't hate it and whatnot, because Santos did wear a mask before when he was El Fantasma and everything, or El Hijo de Fantasma and whatnot. Yeah, he was El Hijo de Fantasma, so I guess so. It's like the similarity to it, but maybe it's gonna go somewhere with the loaded mask though. I just thought it kind of ended really abruptly then. After he just like, okay, I headbutted him with a mask on, so there you go, 1, 2, 3. But I still like the match though. It was not a bad match. Finn Balor once again cut a promo talking about everything that's going on while everyone falls and prays. The Prince rises up, and in this current situation, that 4 pillars of NXT, the 4 cornerstones of NXT, as he said, are going to go for the title. But Balor said he is the centerpiece. And now he's going to let everybody know in the marketing department, the TV networks, and, Joey the troll, the internet troll, is that next week Finn Balor will be the champion. Another great promo from Finn Balor. Next, we got Kyle O'Reilly versus Spud out there. Undisputed Era was with him. Will just Strong and Fish. Not much I could say from this match. O'Reilly won. He pretty much put him in the Achilles lock. O'Reilly won the match. Rest of Undisputed Era started getting in and jumping Spud. Kyle O'Reilly tried to pull both of them back, so that was kind of interesting to see right there. But as they kept beating up Spud, Killian Dane came out to make the save then. O'Reilly was already gone out of the ring. I know he got a chair hit Strong with. Spud had looked at him for a second, but Dane ended up punching Spud right after. So I don't know where this is gonna end up. Like I said, every time I see Killian Dane, I just forget he's there at the time. I really do. All right. So I don't know where they're gonna go with that, but it's probably going to be some tag match, or I don't think Kyle O'Reilly's going to turn on Undisputed Era, so I don't really see that happening, but could be for all I know, just how he kind of held them back for a second, but I'm not going to look up into it much right now. But obviously they're going to be in a feud now, well, maybe not a feud, but probably a match next week between Spud and Dane, so we'll see what happens with that. Next, they did have the main event, Io Shirai and Rhea Ripley versus Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez. Not a bad main event, I will say that. Obviously, this is to help some feuds and whatnot because, of course, Mercedes Martinez did come out and attack Rhea Ripley, pretty much knocking her off the apron and everything. So I'm glad that feud is still going. Io Shirai was still in the ring, but Ripley was able to push Io Shirai out the way so she can get the tag in. Ripley tried to take on both Gonzalez and Dakota Kai on her own, but Gonzalez ended up hitting her with a big boot and then her big choke slam or pump handle choke slam thing for the win. So yes, Gonzalez and Dakota Kai got the win. Like I said, Ripley does have an out because Martinez did come out there, so obviously that is still going to be a match. I know a lot of people were mad about Ripley taking the L tonight, but like I said, she had an out and everything. Does Gonzalez go for the title next? I don't know. After we just had Dakota Kai, not really sure. I don't know who Io Shirai's next opponent is going to be, okay? So we'll see what happens from that. But they did try to push some stories and everything to see where this is going to go on and whatnot. But, like I said, NXT, I think it was a really good show tonight. I think a lot of stuff may have had to been changed due to Kross being hurt, especially with this whole Fatal 4-Way being next week for this Super Tuesday show. So I think plans were obviously changed throughout the entire night to where a lot of these guys are going, okay? So I'm not really sure what's going to happen, but I still got my money on Finn winning the title next week, okay? Obviously, it is a loaded card for next week. I think it's going to be really stacked next Tuesday. I'm still going to watch both shows like I've always done, like on Wednesday between AEW and NXT, and I'm going to watch both NXT and Impact, okay? Who I choose first, I don't know, all right? Because when I thought about it, both shows do have some stacked cards between this Fatal 4-Way 60-minute Iron Man match for the NXT title and Eddie Edwards versus Eric Young for the Impact World title. I think that's a very stacked show. Both shows got some good shit going on next week, so I will be watching both of those, and hopefully I got reviews for both of those, maybe in the same night. I don't know, but we will see. But like I said, NXT obviously pretty much setting up a lot of feuds and storylines right now to where they go on next after TakeOver. Like I said, plans were changed with Kross relinquishing the NXT Championship, so like I said, a lot of big things are on the horizon, all right? So I thought this was a really good show. A really good show, I should say. But other than that, though, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at HoodedKnight890. Tell me, what do you think about NXT tonight? What do you think about Kross relinquishing the title? What do you think about the Fatal 4-Way 60-minute Iron Man match that's set up for next week? Do you think this match will be fire and everything? What do you think about? What do you just think about anything on this show in general since after TakeOver? This is the fallout from TakeOver 30. So what is going to happen next? I'm not really sure. But like I said before, a lot of new feuds are being set up, and there will be a new champion next week. Tuesday. Let me not say Wednesday. Tuesday, all right? So we'll see you next week for the Super Tuesday show. But other than that, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. We will be back tomorrow night for an AEW review. So, yeah, I'm out of here. See you guys later. Peace.